Teaching in a professional development school, there is a really large focus on collaborative planning. So what I do once a week is I meet with the second grade reading teachers and we plan out our lessons and go over student data and determine what our next steps are based on the data. So one thing that we realized recently was that our questioning sequence wasn't as challenging as it should have been based on our students' test scores and the types of questions that they were being asked on the assessments. So what we decided to do, we came up with an idea to go through each of the stories that we read and plan out our questioning sequence in the story. So as you can see here, I've highlighted and written notes in the book for the different questions that I want to ask my students. So whenever I'm reading the story, I know exactly where to pause and ask a question, and it has higher order questions, low questions, moderate questions that I can ask so that I can differentiate my questioning for my students while I'm going through my reading lesson. So this is just one example of the questioning that I've put into my reading lessons based on our collaborative planning ideas. So by doing this, I realized that my students are really getting higher questions and my questions are more thought out because I'm not having to come up with them on the spot. This just allows me to know exactly which questions I'm going to ask and making sure that they're challenging enough for all of my students. And I really noticed that on their assessments, they've been doing a lot better on the higher order questions because they've been exposed to it, and I've been doing it in my lessons and really had it planned out and thought out in the right way.